And we're going to smack for a lot of damage. That's 11 damage. So my opponent has to react here in some capacity. Yeah, he blocks the 7 damage. Maybe creates another food token. And then the damage resolves. Goose boy! What a brave goose. But geese are brave in real life as well. They like jump onto you and slap you with their wings. Hello everyone! Are you sick of losing to greedy 5-colored lists? Well, I for sure was. Because I was trying to build a lot of fun Brawl commander decks and they got just demolished by all sorts of really greedy lists, like 5-color Niv Mizzet with fires in Nicol Bolas decks, and I was like, what the hell? Like, this is so greedy. They don't respect an aggro list at all in their like deck building. So I decided to crush all of them. And as it turns out, you will see we will in fact crush everyone we meet today in ladder, or in the Brawl queue, that is. There is no ladder actually for Brawl. But yeah, Domri, turns out, pretty strong Brawl commander. Turns out Gruul has a lot of big boys that can beat the ever-living shit out of people. And today you will see exactly that. Domri and his Gruul beasts beating the shit out of people. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the deck explanation as always. Alright, we're in the deck builder. As always, we're going to talk a little bit about the deck. And yeah, let's get right into it. I mean, with Gruul, the game plan is really simple, so I don't know if we should even go into detail here, but essentially you want early pressure. With these cards, you can ramp with Goose, you can ramp Domri 1 turn faster, which is really good. With these cards, you build pressure early, so one of these in your opening hand, keep, especially if you have a 2-drop as well. And then from there, you play your 3 drops. You can prioritize Rhythm of the Wild to be on the battlefield if you want, or Domri, because then your creatures cannot be countered anymore. So against control decks, you want these on the battlefield more than creature pressure, because later down the line, you just drop a big boy and haste it in. It cannot be countered, and control decks just scoop if they cannot counter your stuff. Against non-control decks, you want as much stats on the battlefield as possible. So yeah, just go for the biggest boy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Top end, we have some card draw spells in the form of Great Henge, Return to Wildskeeper. This can give us crazy amounts of mana with Nissa combined. Dracosev is just an insane card. Chandra against control decks. Embercleave, just an insane card. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to talk more about this deck because this deck is just really simple. If you have the cards, craft it up or import it, and you will see this deck just plays itself basically. The only thing you please don't forget is if you tap out for Domri, you can still plus him and get 1 mana for either these, or if you have 4 mana, you have essentially 5 because you can play Domri first and then a Signet. That's like the only small thing I want to add here. And without further ado, let's smash some people with Gruul Anarchy. What the hell? Alright, our first opponent is Chris95. What a laggy in loading screen, I guess. Yeah, this is exactly what I built this deck for. Taking down slower and greedier decks like Niv Mizzet Reborn. The question is, can we do it with this hand? Not really, right? I mean, we can ramp this bad boy out. Maybe we can. I don't know if I should take a mulligan here. Let's take one. Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe this can work. Let's keep it. We will start off with the tapped Guild Gate. The good thing is we are first, so being first gives us a huge advantage here. But there it is, there is a Goose. Goose is really bad for us here. So So let's put a counter on here. Oh, what a weird inclusion in that is a really weird inclusion. So we fight off the hero of Precinct 1 here. And we attack because the goose cannot block or attack Domri back. So basically a free attack and a free removal here. This is really good with Domri. And it's a lot of pressure, so let's... We have a few choices. We could just be... So we add a red every time here. So we can play Domri, another Domri here. Or we can play the Warden of the Chained, which applies more pressure, but I think this applies the most pressure. So let's play the Nullhide Ferox here. That resolves, and we smack for 4. And a feud token is created. Alright, so my opponent is up to 5 mana next turn. He's missing white. White from the colors. No, he's not, because he has Goose. Oh, but that's a tapped Steamwind, so... We find the land. Now we actually...
Nothing disgusts me more than law and order.
We can drop the Ilhark, and that's what we are going to do. And we're going to smack for a lot of damage. That's 11 damage. So my opponent has to react here in some capacity. Yeah, he blocks the 7 damage. Maybe creates another food token. And then the damage resolves. Goose boy! What a grave goose. But geese are brave in real life as well. They like... jump onto you and slap you with their wings. In real life too, so... Pretty accurate there. Yeah, first win. That's exactly what I built this deck for. Crushing those greedy 5-color value mid-range decks. And it worked out the first time around, so let's jump into another round and see if we can continue this. Alright, our next opponent is Tsukune playing with Trostani. But sadly, it's a Teferi deck. We might have a chance against Teferi deck as well. We will see. We will see. I've never faced a Teferi deck before in this Brawl queue, but I guess now it gets more competitive. Is this a keepable hand? We have Robber of the Rich, which is a really good card, and Pelt Collector is a really strong start as well. Yeah, let's try it. I've talked myself into this hand. Oh, I think we still start with the Pelt Collector into Robber of the Rich. That is a really strong start nonetheless. Yep, and we find another land. Please resolve. It resolves, and now we smack for 4. That's really good. There might be an unsummon. Brazen Borrow, yeah. It's basically the same thing as unsummon. So we only smack for 2. Now Teferi comes down, bounces Pelt Collector, and everything was in vain. Come on, play him, you coward. You can destroy Teferi with the champion. Or Robber of the Rich. Alright, so... My opponent decides to... not play Teferi. There is no counterspell for him, or what? So he baited me into playing these. Oh. Hypnotic Sprite. Yeah, we go all in the aggro here. If I would have known that there is no counterspell in hand, I would have tried to play Domri here. And that might have been even the the worst choice for us, to be honest. Alright, that's a problem card. That is a real problem card. So no attacks here. If my opponent has a board wipe, we are in a lot of trouble. Even the fairy bouncing Anax hurts a little bit. But if we find a land, then everything is different. So Anax will be exiled. And he creates a 2/2 life-linking Pegasus. Alright. This Pegasus guy means serious business, man. It's a really strong card. And he swings. He swings with the Pegasus. That's alright. We're going to take that damage. We find a land. So does that change something? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, we can now play Ember Cleave on something. But Domri is also pretty good option here. Oh, this is actually not easy at all. This is a good option as well. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. And it can destroy the Banishing Light. Let's see here first. Let's attack. So, Robber of the Rich. He wants to kill that card. Of course he wants to. Should have expected that. And now if he counters Ember Cleave, we lose Robber. I guess we don't lose Robber. And we even smack for a little bit of damage. Here. We can... Now let's not move the Ember Cleave to the champion. I think it's fine like this. Domri will now boost everything. So that's a 4 damage double striker. Getting through. So Domri next turn would be awesome. Depending on... Yeah, but there is the fairy.
No longer stand by and watch.
And by the way, what an ugly pet. I mean, that's kind of awesome though.
No, I am not
that
making
animation.
this up as I go.
Trying to spit fire, but it doesn't work. Alright. Yeah, we can just replay. What is the play here? Now we can play this Domri. Because it will survive an attack. But maybe it will get countered anyway. Yep, it will. Alright, so this card is a real problem. I mean, we could have attacked with everything, but then he could have chosen which card to kill off, and I don't want to give him that choice. Like for free.
Might be a bad idea.
Now we can play sorceries at instant speed, so it might be time wipe at instant speed. I want to get rid of... So now is the time we all in attack. With these. We cannot instant speed cast the Bone Crusher or the Ember Cleave. But what we can do is after this is all over, we can...
Oh, that didn't pan out.
we can cast the Bone Crusher on the Archon. And I hope this resolves. Mission briefing. So he can counter the Bone Crusher now, which is really bad. Alright, so this card proves to be a big problem. Also, we have a little bit low mana for my liking. You're really bound by having low mana. I'm gonna cast the Sprite here. This will be a grindy one. I'm hoping that he has no counter spells left. Time Wipe. Alright, that's a weird move. That's a weird flex. That might have been the biggest misplay ever.
I have just the trick for this.
Right? Yeah, this has to be a misplay. I mean, he can bounce that. Maybe not. Maybe it was not a misplay. I mean, now we can stick this. I would love some mana, but I think this might be enough to have a chance against him. Because now our creature spells cannot be countered anymore. And that means this big boy will come out and smack his face. Alright, get some counter spells, man. Who cares? You cannot counter my creatures anymore. Hello, my friend. Greetings. Yep, you are screwed, my friend. Give me that. I like this. Come on. I didn't think he would surrender right away, but man, the Gruul Aggro Anarchy pulled through. Now we would have gotten Anax back, and then from there, I don't know. Maybe for me it wasn't that like a deal breaker to get Anax back, but I guess for him, if he cannot counter spells anymore, his life doesn't make any sense, so he just left. So yeah, we won that, and I really feel glad that we did, because I hate Teferi. So let's get right into the next game. Alright, our next opponent is Famerton. He's playing as Nicol Bolas, and he's playing a Krenko deck, and man, let me tell you, Krenko is a scary, scary card. I like this better. We have 4 mana sources, and that's Robber of the Rich, which is really good. Love that card. Drawbridge, that's scary as heck. Robber of the Rich. I guess we have more cards in hand, right? 5 in hand. How much do we have? 6 in hand, so we don't need to attack here. Just get blocked and does nothing. So now Krenko will come out, and that's like the scariest thing ever. Yeah. I am scared. No, Krenko will not come out. That's really good for us. So we have some more time to set this up, right? Right. Let's put this bad boy down as a 4/4 then. Because we can then remove Krenko with Domri and fighting. Awesome music in the background. Oh my god. I've never heard that music before, I think. I like it. Alright, my opponent is land screwed, I think. And that means we have won this game. Because with this powerhouse of a hand, I don't see us losing. We can even be really greedy now. Let's play Domri, the Chaos Bringer. And let's look at the top 4 cards.
Oh, yes, that's nice. Very nice indeed.
Yeah, give me those 2, please. We are not going to attack, in which case we can protect Domri Def here for some reason. Yeah, because he can haste something in. So we can throw something in front of Domri here. So Kranko could come down, I don't see that. But Bone Crusher Giant will come down and probably attack the Domri. We can just throw the Gruul Spellbreaker in front of that though. And prevent sure death. And we don't mind at all. So 6 mana for us. Alright, let's choose green. How much does that? 4 left. So we'll play this like that. So why is he using that? I can somehow... How can I choose which mana I want to use? I'm struggling right now. Alright, then let's go with some aggression here. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just taste this bad boy and then smack for 6. I was trying to play Domri first and for some reason I just couldn't do that. And it doesn't matter at all. So I will remember that. Yeah, that's weird, that's weird. Alright, our next opponent is 2 things I hate. The Fairy and Niv Mizzet in Brawl Queue, because Niv Mizzet is just such a powerhouse and it's really hard to deal with him. Yeah, and I don't like people spamming him, and that's why I built this deck. So let's take this one down. Oh my god, that's a really bad one. That's really, really bad. No early stuff at all. Opponent kept a hand of 7. We might have to mulligan here. Return 1 card backed. Alright, we will return Dracosev. And we will try this hand. It is a sketchy one, but it might work. We have Pelt Collector into Robber, which is a really strong curve. And Fabled Passage, which is somewhat of a land drop. So... Oh, Field of the Dead. So this is a super, super greedy list. Let's see if we can punish it. 4 damage attack. Exile a land off the top. It was a Steam Wens. Alright, and so far no ramp, so... Oh, there is some ramp for you. I would love to play... Domri right now, but I can't. Because I'm lacking the mana. So let's see if I get something of his library. Oh! That's a big hit. There. Alright. That was a gigantic hit. Off the top of his library there. Man. And these just look amazing. Alright. Oh. Crap, I tapped out of my game for a second here. Because I wanted to activate full control. But now we will just stomp that one into the ground. We will activate the passage. And get a red mana source. Just like that. And it's our turn now. Alright. Domri it is. It resolves, and we make another red source, play the champion. And now we smack for a lot of damage. That's... Oh my god, I thought there might have been... But there is no instant speed border wipe with 2 mana, right? So we are fine. But now next turn he most definitely has got enough mana to play Niv Mizzet. Yeah, we need to close this game out. 100%. That's a weird card to play. Yeah, we will do it like this. I'm pretty sure he will take the 2 cards. That's fine. He can make us sacrifice Domri now. He won't, actually. Alright. Oath of Kaya on the Pelt Collector. Alright. What do we do now? I think casting Nissa has to be the right choice, right?
If they catch ya.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Rise, my elemental friend.
Yeah, attacking with the land might not be the right choice, though. Woo! Another decent hit. And Brawl Brews will finally go down. But that's alright. Now, on my next turn... Next turn will be the deciding factor here. Ravager Worm. Alright. So that can fight off the forest. Pretty good for him. Pretty good for him. And he will create a zombie. We might not have enough speed to close this one out, sadly. And we even have to sacrifice a Planeswalker. We'll of course sacrifice Domri here. Yeah. This is bad. We don't have enough to close this one out. Alright. We have a lot of mana though. I can play the Bone Crusher as well. And replay Domri.
Let's kick this madness into high gear.
So... yeah, we can play it like that. So that means we can... fight off this.
Wild beasts are bringing your comeuppance.
And play the Bone Crusher. And that's good enough for me. Because Domri is... Niv Mizzet will come down now. He has 3 mana left, so let's see what he reveals. Alright, Assassin's Trophy. Oh my god! Assassin's Trophy might get rid of Nissa here. With Devil. Alright, on the Nissa. Yeah, that's 100% the right choice. We have enough for Embercleave, so we might surprise him with an Embercleave win.
We won't answer to other guilds.
Yeah, I think we need to finish this now. We have to try. This is a desperation swing. Let's see if it does make a mistake here. So that's a really good block for him. He blocks everything. Alright, so if we put Embercleave on this, do we win? We can, that's 10 damage. Alright, he blocks 2 of that, it's 8, so we won, right? Yeah, we won. Get wrecked, son! We closed this one out. And another win in our pocket. Bang. Awesome, next game. Alright, our next opponent is Origami. Playing with Judith, which is an awesome commander to play with, I have to be honest. This is a keepable hand, to be honest. I like Robber of the Rich really a lot. It's a great card. But I don't think if... Yeah. I don't know. I think this is a pretty aggressive strategy too, so... We might need some more stats, you know? Just like that. I mean, I like that hand a little bit better. We only have tapped lands, though. Maybe it's a shitty arrow hand. Oh, Return to the Wildskeeper. Gone. Alright, Temple first. Is it greedy to keep this? I mean, the answer is yes, but I will keep it anyway. Shadow Spear. Alright, my opponent is having the time of his life, I guess. Paradise Druid. What an awesome and beautiful animation on the Paradise Druid there. Right, now we hope to... Yeah, he makes us sacrifice the Paradise Druid. Alright, so we are fighting for board presence here. Like crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Rhythm of the Wild here. Black has really no way to deal with enchantments. And now it's on the battlefield, and it will cause some problems for my opponent. Maybe not in the next few turns, but down the line we should get some value of it. Alright. Next thing we need is some pressure. So we want that in the form of an attacking. Free. Oh, it's a 4/4 actually, yeah. But it's hasted in also. And of course, no blocks. Judith will survive for now. Next turn we can play the Sundering Shaman. Guildmage's Forum is putting in work. It's actually not a bad land at all. People never use this card. And I don't understand why, because I quite like it, to be honest. Alright, Judith with the Shadow Spear. And the Lava Coil on. Yeah, Judith will be tapped, gain 3 life. Now we draw a land, that's really good for us. So... let's create... we have green, we need another red. And now we will haste in this Thunder Shaman. Oh crap, I have messed up. I wanted to haste that in. Yeah, I totally deserve that. We could have gotten rid of the Shadow Spear. Oh man. I need to click haste on the first question thingy that is asking me. Alright. So now we can haste this bad boy in. Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna haste the Ceratops in and swing. Life discrepancy is not that bad yet, so I'm not concerned about this Shadow Spirit Judith here at all. And he has no creatures to sack, or he hasn't amassed a big board except Judith. Another removal spell anyway. So yeah. Is this going to work? I figure if we haste this in, can we attack with Clothis or not? Because this says attacking. No. It will just enter tapped. Alright, and not attacking. Why is this not attacking? It should be an attacking enchantment. Alright. Now if we draw a big boy, this game is over. I want to draw a big boy now. A real big one. Yeah, you should re-equip it onto something that can actually use it versus Ilharg on the block. Yeah, Domri will come down now. Clovis as well.
Be careful.
Oh, we could have actually put a +1 counter on that. My bad, we messed up there. And we fight off Judith now. Do we? Do we fight off Judith here? I think we do.
You ever know? Oh, there'll be nothing but dust left when I'm done.
Judith dies and we smack for 7. Sadly, we have no big creature in hand. Otherwise, that would end the game on the spot. Yeah, he's looking at Domri. He can kill Domri, I don't care. We can just replay him if we don't draw something good. This can remove Ilharg. So we can get rid of Domri and Ilharg, which is... I didn't expect that at all. Let's get Ilharg back. It would be greedy to not do that, because we don't know the top. It might be only lands, and then we are screwed. Might even lose the game. No, that's a creature. Alright, so if it was a land, we can add mana. If it's not a land, we can deal damage. So that's not a land. Let's deal some damage and gain some life. Alright, so can we play both? No, actually. I want this to be hasted in. Yeah, we kill off Ugin here, 100%. Ugin is just generating too much value. And yeah, it would be BM and disrespectful to not to Ugin, to not finish him off there. I think the card is really strong. Now we actually have to be careful. Yeah, let's exile Ugin right away. Gain some life back. Let's play Domri here. Domri should give us 2 blockers.
You got it.
And we will remove Judith again.
Now you're getting to the spirit. When I'm finished here, there'll be nothing left but dust.
So my opponent cannot do a lot of damage to me. We might gamble it on next turn. So I will do that. I will gamble on the next turn. Hopefully my opponent doesn't draw something that kills us straight up. And if he doesn't draw something that kills us, we won. I think we won. We might have just won. Because yeah, he can attack with both of these, but on the crackback, he will take lethal damage. Or maybe not. Lifelink on this will actually prevent him from dying, right? Will it though? We can play Domri and fight that thing off. But we can also haste this in, and I don't think he will survive. Yeah, so he takes 10. He gains 5. He would be dead, I think, on the point. So this was actually more of a close call than I would have loved to have this game. But yeah, Domri just tears apart brawl decks that are in the queue right now, because all of them either they are greedy 5 color but really strong, so if you out tempo them you win, or they are like more casually built, like this Judith deck for example, which is really awesome, and I'm sorry to beat those decks up right now, but I was just sick of losing to 5 color greed, and that's why I built this deck. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see us in the next one, and have a good one. Stay safe, wash your hands, and yeah, bye. Hey, Lenny here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Smash that bell, drop a like, and subscribe. Now I will leave you with a choice. The top video is my recommendation for you, and the bottom one is from YouTube. Now go check them out and tell me which one you enjoyed more.